Well, what's up, everybody? I'm Jeff Slakey. The first Tuesday in August is National Night Out. You can always learn more at natw.org. But right here in Mason County, there's a whole host of things going on. And I've got three great representatives from the fire districts across Mason County to talk about it. All the way down there, Abe Gardner from North Mason Fire. We've got Amber Anderson here from South Mason, where we are on Arcadia Road, and Keith Ritz is here from Central Mason Fire. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good.
So first questions first, and we talked a little bit about this beforehand, but primarily this has been known as a law enforcement, a police night out to help kind of bring together police, law enforcement, and the community. But I'm here with three great folks from the fire department. So how has this transitioned over the years? Who wants this? Abe, go for it.
Yeah. So I believe the event started back in about the 1970s, to increase relationship building between the community and law enforcement. But I think over the years it's kind of morphed into a first responder event. And so, here in Mason County, we've partnered up with the Shelton PD, with Mason County Sheriff's Office, and our fire districts here, and we're looking forward to celebrating as a first responder National Night Out this year.
These three fire districts represent the bulk of Mason County. I'd say 80 to 90% of all of Mason County represented across these three districts. So that's a lot of folks that utilize your guys' service. Amber, talk to me a little bit about kind of what is happening here at South Mason Fire.
So we are taking it into our neighborhoods this year. We've got a couple neighborhoods that we'll go through with Law and Fire, and we've kind of helped them plan some block party type situations for us just to go and have a hot dog and say hi and hang out, just kind of be real social. And then from there, starting at 6 p.m. here, we're going to have hot dogs, root beer floats, again, just kind of like a hangout party situation. And we'll have at 7 a Law versus Fire bucket brigade. We'll have the armored vehicle here with the sheriff's office, and it'll be a good time.
That'll be a lot of fun. And Keith, for Central Mason Fire, taking up kind of the middle part of the county as well as the city of Shelton, these types of events are really important for you guys and everybody to kind of, once again, get a chance to know who comes out on these calls and to answer questions and to kind of, I don't want to say demystify things, but really show that you guys are normal human beings, right? And you're here just to not only support the community, but also because you care so much about the safety and protection of the community.
Yes, a lot of our events, we really want to try and meet our constituents and the people in our communities when it's not an emergency on their worst days. So having these opportunities between this and our pancake breakfast to meet, socialize, talk to people what we're doing, talk about their needs, is a great way for us to connect and try and help build with our community.
Because, Abe, you're not really in the... you're there for the outreach, but when you're on a call, you are focused on the mission at hand to put out that fire, to save that life. So you're not really able to do as much of the kind of meet and greet kind of things, and to be able to get all this stuff out of the way and really show, again, that you guys are here on a day-to-day basis and you're here to help and support. And when it's go time, it's go time. But for the most part, you guys are in the community, and you really... It means a lot to be so ingrained in the community.
Yeah, well, and to Keith's point, we're asked to enter into somebody's life more often than not on their worst day.
Yeah.
Right, or when they're maybe the most vulnerable, or, when there's a tragedy. And so if we can build trust and build relationship before that event takes place, it makes our community feel maybe a little bit more comfortable to accept help, to ask for help, to call for help. And there's a lot that happens pre-call, during the call, and then post-call. There's some follow-up that happens, there's some conversations that happen. So the more that we can build trust and build familiarity with our folks that are out there in the field, we think is a good thing. And so this opportunity on National Night Out, I think really speaks to that, to the spirit of that.
So once again, it's always the first Tuesday in August. And once again, we'll kind of go through the list of where and when and the types of events. Amber, again, go through that. You mentioned things here, but also some outreach in the communities. For folks who kind of want to make a plan to see you somewhere.
Yeah, so for South Mason with the Sheriff's Office on the South County side, we're going to be visiting Fawn Lake and Shadowwood, and then here. But they're also going to have parties at the respective district areas as well through the county.
Okay. And Keith, what about you guys?
So we're partnering with the city of Shelton to do an event down at the Civic Center.
Okay.
With some law enforcement games, possibly a pickleball tournament, some different activities and stuff to do.
Is it like a fire and ice pickleball tournament, or is it just anybody picking this thing up?
Anybody with pickleball. Maybe, we'll see.
I
don't know if we need to see that.
I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm getting Tropic Thunder kind of Jackie Moon vibes.
Yeah.
That could be a lot of fun. And what about the north end?
Yeah, so the hours are 5 to 9. And for us, we're going to be up at Station 21 on Old Belfair Highway, our main station. And for the first 2 hours, we'll actually have some car seat installation opportunities. We'll have car seats available for folks in need as well. So that'll be fun. We'll have hot dogs. We'll have root beer floats for the full duration of the event. We'll pull our apparatus out. And then we'll have some games as well. We'll probably do a little bit of pickleball. I don't know about a tournament, but we'll get out there, probably a little basketball, just kind of have some fun, tours of the station, and really just open up the campus. Sheriff's Office will be up north with us as well.
Okay.
So they'll have some vehicles, and they're right next door to us.
Yeah.
So it'll just be an open campus, and families, kids, everybody's invited, and we love to see everyone come out.
Again, it's the National Night Out, a good opportunity for folks to kind of see the first responders in a more relaxed atmosphere. NATW.org gets you information about the whole kind of background since it began, like Abe said, back in the 70s, through the whole country and different things that communities are doing. Specifically here in Mason County, there's a lot going on, and we'll put the list for folks to be able to see that as well. I do also, at this time, since I've got the three of you as great representatives here, just a reminder, there's a total burn ban in effect in Mason County. The resources, as we all know, have been taxed heavily, not only on local fires and firefighting efforts, but on the regional and statewide efforts when it comes to the things happening up in the Lake Cushman area. There's been a couple fires as well that have popped us across the county now too. So do whatever you can and just be aware of what you're doing when it comes to fire safety, because while they're available to come on calls, they are taxed greatly on their resources right now. This is a dry part of the summer, and we're only getting into more and more warm conditions. Anything else that you want to share on any of that?
One thing we had a little bit of drizzle today. One thing I've learned from the DNR weather guys is it takes a ½ inch of rain in Western Washington to actually affect fuels.
Oh, wow.
So we have to get a ½ inch in 24 hours for it to have any effect on fire dynamics.
And that is nowhere in any 10-day forecast that I'm looking at. And Amber, out here, we're amongst a lot of open land, dry farmland, so whatever people can do to kind of even, go so far as to refrain from mowing their lawns after, 9 or 10 in the mornings, things like that, just to avoid potential sparks and stuff like that.
Yeah, even if you're able to water your lawns to try to keep the fields more moist, but definitely whatever you can do, no burning. We've had a lot of calls with smoke investigations for illegal burning of yard debris and garbage and things like that. Just be a good neighbor at these times, because there's no telling when we're gonna have to pick what fire we can attend to. Essentially spread the resources. And
again, Abe, it's where it's all hands on deck, and if a fire does happen in North Mason, those resources will go there, but it is not uncommon for Central Mason to go and assist on these things. Folks come down from Bremerton and those areas. I mean, there's a lot of collaboration that happens, and all of that takes away from potential major issues when a lot of these things, like Amber was saying, can be stopped.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of mutual aid, representation of multiple fire districts here partnering on this. So we certainly partner on, fires and other instances, but I think the main message is, there's information out there. There's requests for burn bans. There's access to all that information. So please seek that out. I know, Jeff, you've done a great job of helping us spread that message.
Yeah.
Central Mason has done a terrific job of sending out some messaging as well. We're all part of the community risk reduction group. So we're doing everything we can to proactively communicate to our community members and to our each of our jurisdictions. So if you have any questions or need anything clarified, we're available for phone calls. Our offices are available for phone calls. Our fire marshal, county fire marshal, is available for phone calls, and so we're here to help.
So I'll put those phone numbers in there as well. So just a reminder, folks, that we love living in this area for the ruralness. A lot of it is the remoteness of it, the beautiful large lots of land, but those could cause issues, but we all have it within ourselves, especially on a lot of these situations, to not put any of those strained resources or risk any sort of fire danger. So National Night Out coming up that first Tuesday in August. Great things happening in these 3 fire districts. Abe from North Mason, Amber from right here at South Mason on Arcadia Road, and Keith from Central Mason Fire in downtown Shelton and across the middle part of the county. I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate it.